Welcome to Agri Silvi. Today's our topic is tuberose, and this topic is dedicated to DDA-SO, IBPS AFO and many ICR exams, and those people who are keeping horticulture as a special subject in ICR, JRF and SRF and many other agricultural competitive examination. So before going to tuberose, you should watch our old videos like chrysanthemum and anthurium so that we can easily compare with tuberose, and it will quite helpful for you to remember many things like climate, like temperature, like propagation and many things we can correlate with the chrysanthemum and anthurium. I will provide you link in the description box and also in at last slide. So first watch chrysanthemum and anthurium, then comes for tuberose. Let's start. The scientific name of tuberose is Polyanthus tuberosa and the family is Amaryllidaceae. This is a very important family, and you should know some other members of this family like snowdrop, daffodils, onions, red spider lily, etc. These are some important flowering plants and also horticultural plants in Amaryllidaceae family. So come to variety of tuberose. There are two types of variety. One is single variety and one is double variety. So single variety and double variety is based on the flower structure, flower arrangement. We'll discuss it in next slide. Okay, some important varieties you should remember that Prajwal, Rajat Rekha, Srinagar, Arka Nirantra, and in case of double variety you should remember Swarna Rekha, Subhasin, Vaibhav. You should not confuse with the Rajat Rekha and Swarna Rekha. Rajat Rekha is belongs to single variety and Swarna Rekha is a double variety tuberose. This is a very good picture in front of you. This picture showing how single type variety is differ from double type variety. Before going to single type and double type, you should know corolla segment. So corolla is a colorful part of a flower. Many petals united to form corolla. Similarly, the green part of a flower is called calyx. Many sepal united to form calyx. So, in case of corolla segment, the number of rows of flower matters. If there is one row of corolla segment, this is called single type of variety. And generally single type variety are pure white colors and it has a highly scented as compared to double type. It has a highly fragrance odor. So it is more useful in case of perfume making. In case of double type variety, they bear flowers having more than 3 rows of corolla segment on straight spike. Spike I already told, it is a type of inflorescences like raceme, racemose, cyme, etc. So double type variety is not pure white, but it has also economic importance. At the bottom, you can see two important varieties we already discussed, Vaibhav and Srinagar. Look the bottom. The soil pH is around 6.5 to 7.5 is ideal for tuberose. So it is neutral in case of tuberose, but in case of anthurium and chrysanthemum, the soil pH was slightly acidic. So now comes to propagation and planting, which is the most important part of our lecture. Before going to propagation and planting, we should know what is the difference between bulbs and corms. So bulbs is a vegetative propagate unit, and bulbs are the sustained underground storage structure with a fleshy and concentric layer of leaves. But in case of corm, it is not like that. The corm are solid stem bases. So why solid stem bases are found in corn? What is the necessity of solid stem base? Let's take a situation when the energy will exhaust. What happens? The corn take energy from the growing leaves and stem to create new corm. But such thing is not possible in case of ball. So this is the main difference between ball and corm. Hope you understand well. Okay, then bulb is used for commercial propagation in case of tuberose, and the weight of bulbs is around 25 to 30 gram, and the corms of 1,12,000 number of corms is required for 1 hectare of plantation at a spacing of 45 into 20 centimeter, and the depth should be 2.5 centimeter during June to July. June to July means onset of monsoon, so that the corm or the ball will not dry. Then comes to bulbs. Bulbs are planted after 30 days of harvest, and before planting the corm should dip in 5000 ppm CCC. Then question comes, what is CCC? CCC is chloramate chloride, which is a artificial gibberellic acid. It is a biosynthesized gibberellic acid prepared in industry. So before planting we should dip in CCC so that the yield will increase. Here in case of tuberose, if question asks the propagation through, you should remember ball. If the option is not there, then you should go for corm. The option never bulb and corms will come, because it is contradictory, because corms is a type of ball which having solid stem. Okay, let's compare with the chrysanthemum and anthurium. In case of chrysanthemum, the propagation is through cutting stem. In case of anthurium, it is through some other, like tissue culture, like seed, mainly through suckers. Here in this slide, nothing is much important. You just remember the doses of fertilizer, 200, 200, 200. Very easy to remember. IIHR recommendation. What is IIHR? IIHR is the Indian Institute of Horticultural Research. It is present in Bengaluru. Then comes to micronutrient. It is also same as like chrysanthemum and anthurium, that polyers play, zinc sulfate, iron sulfate, boric acid. Then growth regulator. As we know all that the gibberellic acid is a growth regulator, and the crop duration will extend up to 2 years. You should remember. Comes to plant protection. In plant protection, thrips and aphids are most common pests throughout the world. So here we all know, in case of chrysanthemum and anthurium also, thrips and aphids are there, and both are sap sucking pest, and thrips having order Thysanoptera, aphids having order Hemiptera. Here one new thing is there, root knot nematode. Root knot nematode is a Melodogyna species nematode. So you should remember the scientific name of root knot nematode, that is Melodogyna species. And root knot nematode generally seen in hot climate, and it is rare in case of temperate climate. Then comes to disease, that basal rot or stem rot, the rotting of stem. So it can be prevented by using soil drenching. We can use carbendazim, and you should remember some chemical names, like in case of aphids, imidacloprid, and in case of root knot nematode, garbofuran 1 gram per plant. You should remember that. Before going to harvest, you should know the difference between loose flower and cut flower. So loose flower is the flower which has been plucked from the plant without stem. Just mark it, without stem. But in case of cut flower, there is maybe some stem, maybe some leaf. This cut flower is used for ornamental purpose specifically. If we are going to harvest loose flower, then we should pluck during early morning before 8 a.m. when the flower just start to open. But in case of cut flower, we can take whole spike, whole inflorescence, just leaving 4 to 6 centimeter from the base. Means just leaving 4 to 6 centimeter, we can cut the leaf, the stem with flowers. Comes to yield, this loose flower measured in weight basis, whereas in cut flower it is measured in number basis. And also bulb and bulbet measure weight basis. Okay, so loose flower yield is around 14 to 15 ton per hectare, and cut flower yield around 2 to 3 lakh spikes per hectare per year, and bulb and bulbets is around 20 to 25 ton per hectare at the end of third year, because bulb and bulbets also important for next season. So if we overally say that flower yield ranges about 12 to 15 ton per hectare. Don't confuse with bulb and bulblets. Bulb, I already told you, is a structurally short stem with a fleshy leaf, which is a vegetative propagating unit. Bulblets are just small bulbs that form during the growing season from the mother bulb. So bulbets is just formed from the mother bulb. It is a very small structure. Finally, come to MCQ slide. So if you understand well, then you can answer all these questions. Try to answer. Commercial propagation is done through, means commercial propagation of tuberose is obviously done through bulb. If the option is not there, then go for corm. Diameter of bulb, you can write variegated single variety and double variety, you should remember. Some more standard questions are there. Try to answer it, pause the video and solve it, then go for next answer slide. In semi-double variety, how many petals per flower? Also, how many corolla segment are there? I already told you what is difference between petal, sepal, calyx, corolla. You can remember, na? Corolla, color part of flower. Unit is sepal. No, unit is petal. And calyx is the green part of flower. Unit is sepal. You should remember that. Then diameter of bulb required for the commercial propagation, weight of bulb required, then NPK requirements, then yield of flower, single variety, double variety. Some new questions are there. You should remember those answers. This is answer slide. Here you can cross check your answer, and here you can notice that the fertilizer dose is around 200, 300, 200. Actually it doesn't matter, because you should go through option. If you find any related option, so you should go for that. Hope you are doing well. You can download this PowerPoint. I will provide you link in the description box, and please like and subscribe my channel so that I will get motivated and I will get more videos for you. I already started one soil science course. You can go to my playlist and you can watch there. All the best for your exam. Thank you.